A warning to awaken sinners not to go back to the world. Jonathan Edwards. There are probably some here present that are now concerned about their salvation, that never will obtain it. It is not to be supposed that all that are now moved and awakened will ever be savingly converted. Doubtless there are many now seeking that will not be able to enter. When has it been so in times past, when there has been times of great outpourings of God's Spirit, that many who for a while have inquired with others what they should do to be saved, have failed, and afterwards grown hard and secure. All of you that are now awakened have a mind to obtain salvation, and probably hope to get a title to heaven in the time of this present movement of God's Spirit. But yet, though it be an awful thing to be spoken, and awful to even think about, we have no reason to think any other that some of you will burn in hell to all eternity. You all are afraid of hell, and seem at present disposed to take pains to be delivered from it. And yet, it would be unreasonable to think any other than that some of you will have your portion in a lake that burns with fire and brimstone, though there are so many that seem to obtain so easily, having been but a little while under conviction. Yet for all that, some never will obtain. Some will soon lose the sense of things they now have. Though their awakening seem to be very considerable for the present, they will not hold. They have not hearts disposed to hold on through very many difficulties. Some that have set out for heaven and hope as much as others to obtain are indeed but slight and slack, even now, in the midst of such a time as this, and others, who for the present seem to be more in earnest, will probably before long decline and fail, and gradually return to be as they were before. The convictions of some seem to be great, while that which is the occasion of their convictions is new, which, when that begins to grow old, will gradually decay and wear off. Thus it may be the occasion of your awakening has been the hearing of the conversion of some persons, or seeing so extraordinary a dispensation of providence is this in which God now appears amongst us. By and by the newness and freshness of these things will be gone, and so will not affect your mind as now they do, and it may be your convictions will go away with it. Though this be a time in which God does more liberally bestow his grace, and so a time of greater advantage for obtaining it, yet there seems to be, upon some accounts, greater danger of backsliding than when persons are awakened at other times. For commonly such extraordinary times do not last long, and then when they cease, there are multitudes that lose their spiritual convictions, as it were, together. Speak of it as a happy thing that God is pleased to cause such a time amongst us, and so it is indeed. But there are some to whom it will be of no benefit. It will be an occasion of their greater misery. They will wish they had never seen this time. It will be more tolerable for those that never saw it, or anything like it in the day of judgment, than for them. It is an awful consideration that there are probably those here whom the great judge will hereafter call to a strict account about this very thing. Why they no better improved this opportunity when he set open the fountain of his grace, and so loudly called upon them, and came and strove with them in particular, by the awakening influences of his Spirit. And they will have no good account to give to the judge, but their mouths will be stopped, and they will stand speechless before him. You would need therefore to be earnest and very resolved in this affair, that you may not be one of those who shall thus fail, that you may so fight as not uncertainly, and so run, as that you may win the prize.
This is my Father's world, and to my listening